I think Georgia has their quarterback in Gunnar Stockton. That was my takeaway from their win, their dominant 45-7 win over Marshall. Obviously with a pretty vanilla playbook, load managing and getting their starters at least rotating with the backups pretty early in the game. You also see Zachariah Branch shining in this matchup here. Wide receiver for Georgia was a huge issue last year. I think they led the Power 4 in drops, and that combined with a shaky offensive line, a drop-off at tight end, and running back play that was inconsistent resulted in Carson Beck not having a good year. He transferred to Miami, and in game 1 against Notre Dame, thought he had a pretty good performance. He looks like one of the best quarterbacks in the country, and I bet you there's a chance he gets picked in the first round of the NFL draft. Good chance of that. But a move away from a good player can be beneficial. I think that Beck probably needed a fresh start. And before we resume this segment, please take a few seconds of your time to make sure you have liked the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for the channel and for any team podcasts and playlists linked in the description, and also comment your thoughts down below in the comment section and join my Discord server via the description. All of those things I just asked you to do are completely free, and they sign you up for things related to my channel, or they don't sign you up for anything. No cost to you, and all the benefit to you because we release daily college football content here on College Football with Sam. If you want to support the channel monetarily, sign up for a YouTube membership, or check any other links in the description for my merchandise store and Patreon page. Thank you very much, and let's get back to the segment. And I think that Stockton is talented enough to where he might fit Georgia a little bit better. Now, people are talking about that culturally. We'll see. I want to focus on the football here. In the brief moments where, because I was watching other games in addition to this one, but in the moments where I could really focus and zoom in on this game, he looked like Bennett. I mean, and I'm meaning that in a compliment, where his legs are shifty. I call quarterbacks like Bennett weasels, and I mean that in a compliment. I really do. Sometimes I get mad at those quarterbacks because they're playing well against a team that I want to win. But what I mean by a weasel is a quarterback that knows how to escape the pocket, knows how to create plays, is tough, and is extremely, extremely annoying, and you usually underestimate them. That's Gunnar Stockton. The media underestimates him. They think he's not capable. He can escape the pocket. He can create plays on his own. Was he perfect through the air? I don't think so. He made some throws that I saw that I thought were questionable, kind of late checkdowns, but he also made some impressive throws and really good reads and did his job. And he had some rushing touchdowns where he pulled it, and if he didn't pull it, the play was going to get blown up. Went in for the score. He looks like a vet. And I imagine that he'll get better as the season goes on because of the newness at wide receiver. Speaking of which, Zachariah Branch, 95 receiving yards, a touchdown and 3 receptions, and he had a 47-yard touchdown pass from Gunnar Stockton. Very impressed by him and this new Georgia wide receiver core. Again, Stockton had a 99.1 QBR with 263 total yards, and QBR is opponent adjusted. Like, he had a better game than Aller, than Sayin, than Manning, than Bryce Underwood. He had one of the best games of any week 1 quarterback. And on top of that, what's juicy here is Georgia's defense dominated. It looked and felt a lot like the Ohio State game against Marshall last year. Now, Marshall is not the same team. Lost Charles Huff, lost many of their players to Southern Miss where Charles Huff went, but Tony Gibson brought in some of his own players, and they retained some good players, or brought some in at the very least. And Georgia gave up 1 touchdown later in the game, and their defense dominated. Like, they got a ton of pressure. They didn't get any sacks, but Marshall's quarterbacks, I thought, did a very good job of navigating the pocket and not giving up and fighting for extra yards. Georgia got tons of pressure in this game. I don't know if the run game's fixed. That's a question I still have, and I don't think we'll get the answer to that before the Tennessee game. I think Tennessee and Alabama will tell us a lot about Georgia's rushing offense, but it's certainly better than it was last year. in part because of Stockton's legs adding that extra edge, extra pathway for the rushing game to have success. And special teams were perfect. Kicking and punting could not be better. Woodring had a good day. 6 of 6 on extra points. Perfect field goal from 43 yards. And Drew Miller, I think backup punter, I think Brett Thorson is injured. He had a 48 average with 2 pinned inside the 20. Perfect day for Georgia special teams and a great day for Georgia overall. As they crush Marshall, they have found their quarterback. I think they've refound their identity a little bit. And Georgia's one of these teams where the whole world has been focused for the entire preseason on especially Texas, but after Texas, it's been Ohio State. Those have been kind of the 2 crowned teams. Do not underestimate Georgia. I have no idea why people look at them in comparison to Ohio State and Texas and think that Texas and Ohio State are definitely better. I can understand why you may think they are better, but to say they are definitely better, I would be very careful there. Very, very cautious with that approach. I think that might be a little bit of hubris, if I'm being honest. Thank you for watching College Football with Sam. Make sure that you've liked the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for the channel and team playlists and podcasts in the description, join the free Discord server where we talk college football 24/7, and have commented your thoughts down below. Check out the description for any ways you can support the channel monetarily. Everything else I've asked you to do is completely free, and your support means the world to me. We're trying to become the next big thing on college football YouTube. 6-figure subscribers, maybe 1 million one day. I think we can do that. And also check out any videos or playlists, anything in these columns right here, where there will be videos and playlists. Yeah, you get the point. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next one.